Welcome to Makeup Day 75. We're at 75, you guys. I am in a house with a stomach bug, so thankfully you won't get it, but I am just waiting my turn. But I finished the lip gloss. Even took out the stopper and everything. You can see the applicator through it, but I've wiped it as clean as I can, starting to dip it multiple times, and really proud of it. I haven't organically finished a lip gloss in a really last time, actually just with the last application on. So I actually don't have any lip gloss tubes left. I create my own lip masks out of lip balm and like some sort of solid waxy type product. And I'm gonna just start using that for now. I'm gonna keep these lip balm tube I'm doing this lip balm lip gloss tubes around just in case I want to, but I've had a good run with these. I really started getting into these like November 2024. Was it 2023? One of those years. But ever since then, I was hooked. And I was so surprised I could get through to a lip gloss so quickly. This one was only like 4 milliliters, so it's really wasn't that hard. But I put in the effort on this. Usually I get kind of antsy around like, maybe I'm about 25% left and I start refilling it, but really made this one count. So again, kind of back to the theme of savoring that I have this year. It was just like till the last drop. So yeah, I'm excited to kick off this makeup day. I think I have a few other things that are on deck right now that will be refilled soon. I have only a little bit left of my toner, so I'm probably gonna, I just got a new one that I said in my last makeup date, so I'll probably refill this one soon. And then I think this is like an essence from Misha that I put in here, and so I'll probably refill that one soon too. So these I will also say are a success for this update, and we'll see what comes. All right, enjoy this makeup date. Yeah.
So this picture is to give context for all the clips coming up. Basically, I had Google AI generate me an image of an outfit I wanted to wear for a work conference. As you can see in that picture, she was wearing a red lip, and I was like, I need to get a red lip. Now I'm being influenced by AI generated images. This is getting bad. So let me talk about these samples. All right, this is kind of out of left field and really random. But I got more samples, which isn't surprising. But I got color samples, which is definitely kind of random. It's just like a random thought I had. I was trying to put together some outfits for an upcoming work conference I'm going to, and I asked AI to, help me with putting things together. And of course, the model they showed had really nice red lips, and I was like, okay, I want to go now try some. So I went to Sephora and I swatched a ton of things and tried to find the right tone. I really like more like a dark wearable red, not like bright red. I don't really have a liner, so I just kind of went for more like glossy type things, just because I do like a good gloss on my lips. And so it's like, all right, I'll just come home with some samples and see what I get. But these are the three I got: one from Milk, one from K-Skin, one from Topicals. I was looking for something a little bit more opaque, which is definitely not like me, but I mean, I know how to dilute these things down. I have extra clear lip gloss. I can make these into a lip mask if I wanted to. So I feel like it's going to be kind of versatile in terms of the way that I end up using these. But here's swatches in case you're curious. I never show swatches just because all of my makeup is so boring, but these are the tones I ended up with. The K-Skin one smells amazing, so definitely tempting if I end up ever splurging on something like this. But yeah, red and berries are definitely new for me. I mean, I've done them in a very sheer way, but never like kind of opaquely. So we'll see. Milk one is a blush, but I feel like it's glossy enough where I could probably pull it off as a lip gloss, and we'll just risk it. And then the other two are lip glosses. So we'll see how this goes, and I'll just use them probably for the conference if I feel up to it, but sometimes I get too insecure and won't ever use them. So this is just more for fun, and might end up just diluting them down, which is totally fine too. All right, bye. Hey, so sorry for the morning look. I literally just woke up, but I'm already like rolling around and looking at my phone for like red lip stuff to buy, which is like, I know I'm not going to use it day to day. And so then I'm just like, maybe I can get a lip palette. Not that there's very many out there, or just like, can I get in like mixers, or, my brain's just kind of going crazy. And I feel like that's what it's been like for the past like few weeks. And I think there's like this weird phenomenon where when I think way too much about not buying or about like it's kind of both. It's like both not buying and also foreseeing what I need, like forecasting into what I imagine my collection to look like, where it gets a little like crazy sometimes. And apparently, there's something called the pink elephant paradox, where it's like if I try really hard not to do something, then that's what I want to do. And so I think I'm kind of falling for that, where it's like I'm seeing a lot of no buy videos, I'm watching a lot of Project Pan videos, and thus I'm like constantly thinking about like, oh, I can't do something, I can't buy, or I can't enjoy products like other people do. Not that that's what Project Planet's about, but you know, like I think sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't have as big of a collection as other people, like, and I know that there is a lot of reason for that, and I've obviously like I need to curate to what works for me. But sometimes I like want that freedom and flexibility, which is where like samples comes in super handy. But then sometimes I'm like, oh, I really like the sample I got, and I actually do really like the red lip gloss samples I got. But I would use them so sparingly, and so part of me is like, oh, should I just like get one pot of lip gloss and just like enjoy that? But at the same time, it's like I know I would never really use it up either, and at some point I would just like want to get rid of it. So yeah, I'm kind of in that mindset right now, and I wanted to get on here just like be honest about it, because I think it would be one thing to be like constantly show you like, okay, this is what I'm doing, or these are all my empties, but also like the mental struggle behind Project Pan is real. And like, to be totally honest and frank, like when I find myself in these moments of like really thinking and researching and looking at all my different options, um I've learned to tune into the fact that there's usually something wrong. And I usually only start to do something about it only after a few like not accident purchases. Like I can justify each and every one of them, but like things I don't really need. So for instance, like while it's not makeup related, like I bought supplies to buy my own to make my own lotion bars, because I'm like, well, I don't want to buy tubs of lotion anymore. I'm just gonna make my own lotion bars. So those are gonna be in the mail soon, but it's just like I'm going crazy. um so I did end up this morning, I think once I was starting to like read into what it was and like validating like, okay, this is not normal, that I just deleted all my Project Pan playlists. Like I have been keeping just like a running list of videos that I want to watch, and of course I want to keep up with everybody's progress. But honestly, just like having a backlog, just like a kind of like a wish list, like having a backlog somewhere of being like, oh, I need to go watch that, and then continuing to surround myself with that content, as good as it is. Um, I think it's actually contributing to me just like kind of feeling anxious about my own collection and kind of my own choices and things like that. So I'm gonna take a pause on that, and like whenever I feel like watching something, I'll just like search it up and click whatever I see. But like I think I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself to like keep up with like what's going on in the Project Pan world, when really I just need to care about myself, you know? Like I love you all, and I think it's an amazing community, but I think I need to have some times like this where I just like make sure I mind my own business and like stick to what I need. And so I'll continue to like post videos and stuff. Like I'm not saying I'm not, but I'm just sorry I won't be one of your view counts for maybe a little bit. But I do encourage everybody to keep doing what you're doing, and I think that's like something that we all just need to remember. Like we need to mind our own business, and the comparison game I think can take over way too easily, and I think maybe that's what I need to get out of. So it's just like hit me. I'm like, oh, maybe I've just been playing the comparison game in every facet of my life. So we're gonna work on that now. All right, well, we'll see where this makeup date continues to go. See ya. Bye. So just washing my brushes here, doing a mundane task. I did hit pan, if you will, on my bar soap that I squished in here, and very proud of that because it often takes me a long time to get to it.
Haul video,
But
which I
that's
don't love
my
for Project
washing and drying my
Pan,
brushes this
but
time.
I do also recognize that there are seasons where I'm just mentally in that space and kind of to fight my own urges. So I went to Dollar Tree and I got they call it a fuchsia sensation. I think it looks more a little bit more burgundy. I like a burgundy tone on my lips a lot more than like an actual red. And I settled on getting something from Dollar Tree instead of something from Sephora or Credo, or even Amazon. And I just wanted to explain my thought process behind this because I have my own lipstick base and because I have my own lip gloss base, I really am shopping for pigment. I'm not shopping for applicator. I'm not shopping for packaging. I am shopping mainly for a pigment shade. And so it just was like, I think at the end of the day, I'm just like, a pigment doesn't cost that much. So Dollar Tree makes sense if I want pigment. Because of course there's some stuff about scents, but sometimes I just add peppermint oil to my concoctions anyway. So it's like, I'm looking for color. That's kind of why I landed on this. So let me open it up and I will show you the color and kind of how I plan to mix it with things. All right, so this is the color I got it to, but I did a few things. It did not come out like that. This is the swatch on the back of my hand. On the very like top next to my knuckle, that's how it came out. And it's not gonna focus, but it's already bleeding. So I think I would have been really nervous to put that all over my lips. But it's quite a pigmented shade. So I definitely got the pigment I was looking for. As you can see, I started to mix it with my lip gloss, which I made, just my lip mask that I made with lip gloss. So I'll definitely be doing that. And this is the shade that I really enjoy. So you can see I'm not about tons of color. I just want a tint. And we'll see if it actually stains. It markets it as a stain. I wouldn't mind a little bit of a stain, but I think applying it like this, and actually I actually overdid the pigment. So I actually had to dab some off, reapply. It was just like, it's definitely finicky. So I think once I like mix the right thing, then it's going to be a lot easier to use. I don't know yet if I'm going to do it in my lip gloss tube or in like this lip mask form. I think both of them would be really nice. I do enjoy applying like pigmented shades with a lip brush. So yeah, I have the freedom now to kind of go between it. I think if you were interested in this, the tube came out a little janky. You can tell there's a little bit of product on the edge there. So I mean, there's that. The smell is weird. I have some peppermint oil, so it's kind of masking it a little bit, but yeah, definitely has a weird chemical smell, but what else to expect? But I got the pigment I needed, so $1.25 for the win. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap up the video with this update. I got quite a few things. So first and foremost, I hit pan on this shade. I'm super proud of that. That's my first organic pan in quite a while. It's always a lip shade, but this one is great. Kind of actually has an all over. So I'm looking forward to actually frankening this pretty soon. It's not the perfect shade on its own, so looking forward to that. And then I am actually running out of my Aqua Seal, so I got something similar off of Amazon. It's just from this brand called You Can Be, and I was actually surprised that the amount in here is actually less than the Aqua Seal, but I'll use this up and see how far I can get with it. Since my mascara brush actually broke, I actually bought a few new ones off of Amazon, and it's a lot softer than, it's like a makeup mascara brush, not like a paintbrush mascara or paintbrush fan brush. So it's a lot softer than I thought it would, but I think it's actually going to work out okay. So using that together, now that I finally have this, I feel like I can start working on this and finishing up my old Aqua Seal, which is very empty and pretty much on its last legs. And it's also leaking. It really didn't do this before, so I'm hoping it won't happen to the liquid that's in this format here. And then I also have a new shampoo and conditioner bars. It's new for me. Even got a vegetable peeler for this specifically because I don't think I'll be using this in my shower. So I've been kind of like peeling it and then like putting into a container and either adding water or just using the flakes themselves and kind of sudsing them up. So we'll see how that goes. It's just kind of my new thing that I'm trying out right now. And then here's just a few empties. This one actually leaked, so I had to repackage all this one. This is an old lip gloss container. I'm gonna recycle that. I actually already finished 2 of the lip gloss samples that I had, and one of them is not quite done, but I mixed it with my lip gloss container, so that's there. I did buy new technically 4 new makeup brushes. They're travel brushes. I'm preparing to travel by the end of the month, and so I felt like I really wanted something where it would travel better, so this is just one of the ones that retract. Definitely a pain to wash, but I felt like it would be easier just to kind of bring with me on the go. That's this one there. Sorry, it's so loud. And then here's the eye version. I found like one that's more of an eye version here. So there's a kind of a fluffier end and then kind of a more blending side there. So looking forward to using that and seeing how that goes rather than bringing around my brushes and kind of making a mess in my bag. But that's kind of my goal there. So anyways, that's the update for this makeup date. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.